Hello, one and all, and welcome to Bronzecasters. My name is Steej, and I'm here in the booth with my friend SimplyNickish. Hello, Nick. How are you doing today?
Good evening, or I guess afternoon, depending on where you are. I'm doing very well. Looking forward to a good game of Overwatch 2.
Absolutely.
With hopefully no Genji or Sombra. That's,
well,
if I could have one wish.
If we're looking at the team now, so far so good. I'm going to go ahead and get this started as the red team and blue team are getting ready. Let's see who we got in the lineup so far today. We do have a Mei on the blue team, which around this level always makes for a good time, as well as a Doomfist who we can actually see rolling out.
We actually get to see Lifeweaver for the first time in our Bronzecasted games.
You're absolutely right.
We haven't casted this hero yet.
Yeah, absolutely. That is definitely going to be interesting. Seeing some Lifeweaver early on in his life. That was really bad.
What do you think about
life,
Widow on attacking here on this map? I personally don't like it, but
Widow on attack in general can be good for getting out of the gate on attack. On not every map, but a lot of maps. But on Junkertown, you just have a lot of long sight lines anyway. You know, those long sight lines that I love. We have the Doomfist going in right off the gate. Gonna jump out a little bit. And what were they able to get there? Oh, he was able to get one of the turrets. That's what it was. I thought maybe he got a kill, but he almost gets the Symmetra, but she's able to get healed up. And he's holding this front line here. Gonna see if he's able to get a little bit of damage onto the front line, but he is getting good heals from the back, and he's able to escape.
I do feel like Doomfist is very strong at the moment.
Big revive from the Mercy.
Huge res.
Doomfist is good in the right hands, and I am very interested to see how he looks in a bronze lobby, because he is a very technical hero. Very technical. D.Va going to be demexed by the blue team Doomfist. Blue team Doomfist going to be a little bit low on the health, but able to get healed up by his team. We haven't seen many eliminations yet, although the blue team is putting down a little bit of hurt on the red team right now. Not able to get them out. Nice shot from the Cassidy. Absolutely. They are.
Got his Deadeye ready.
He does already have his Deadeye ready. That is, wow. They are really crushing this early time
in fact, they've got triple ults. We've got Mail here as well as the Lifeweaver tree available. This should be a good hold here.
Symmetra looking for the wall. She's going to be putting down the red team barrier, seeing if they can get anything off of that, playing down a little bit of damage from the turrets on their own side and able to escape through the teleporter. That was a pretty good wall, but it doesn't look like they were able to make a whole lot of progress off of it, which isn't what you want to see. Doomfist ultimate coming down into the Mei ultimate. What a combination there.
They're still holding on to a few ultis here. They've got a lot to play with here, the blue team.
Bastion going into turret formation, seeing if he can get a little bit down. Doomfist is finally going to go down. High Noon popping out from the blue team, Cassie, and able to get both of the red team healers as well.
They're looking so good.
As the Bastion.
Great work on the side.
It really is. D.Va is going to be demexed and is going to go down. So far, blue team really able to hold out on defense here. Well, just as I say that, blue team Cassidy going to go down to the rocket from the red team soldier. Was that a switch? They didn't have a soldier before, did they?
No.
I don't think they did. It looks like it was the right choice for them, because he's laying down a little bit of pain. He just got 2 kills.
I think the Symmetra just wasn't working to be as aggressive as they needed it to be. They need some more output DPS when the Bastion's not in sport mode.
Right.
So I like the soldier switch.
And honestly, like, if the red team wants to see a little bit more happen here, they might need to switch off the D.Va. The D.Va into Doomfist isn't the best. Doomfist can just punch right through everything that you have. Speaking of Doomfist, he's going to jump into the red team backline. D.Va bomb going to go out and is not going to get anybody. The blue team is making quick work once again of the red team right now and is going to finish them off, but not without the blue team. Mei going down, but is going to be rezzed by Professor Plum on the Mercy.
Now, Lifeweaver, from what I've seen, actually is a bit kind of just like a worse Moira. You know, it can output some DPS. It's got some semi-okay healing, but not very consistent unless you've got the tree. Right.
Oh, we are seeing a tank switch here. Ramatra might work out a little bit better against the Doomfist, which has once again jumped into the red team backline. but at least on the Ramatra, you're able to maybe defend yourself a little bit better from a Doomfist than you would on the Diva, considering the Doomfist can just punch right through.
I do think the healers on the blue side are playing this very well, though. They're playing very far back, not to get picked off,
not being too aggressive,
and letting Doomfist do the work.
But it looks like the red team is able to get a little bit of ground here. They are in overtime, and it looks like these switches were actually really smart. They were able to get a little bit done by actually switching to some new heroes. High Noon coming out from the Cassidy. And they're able to take him down. He wasn't able to get that High Noon off quick enough. Res coming out from the
High Noon right there.
That is a SimplyNickish High Noon if I ever saw one. Except he wasn't behind something.
No team to help you out, just straight up. I could 1v5 this, yeah.
I saw a little bit of I was just about to say the Ramatra about just going down. Big combo on the Ramatra from the blue team, including the Doomfist. I did see a little bit of, I could sense the panic in the Ramatra's eyes whenever the Cassidy went for that High Noon and the Ramatra didn't have his shield up. He was just like, oh God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I mean, I feel that. As someone who does enjoy playing tank, I felt that, like, oh man, my defenses are down. And I don't even know if the Cassidy meant to necessarily do that with his cooldowns. Well, with his shield on cooldown, but you know, it was a good time to do it. He just wasn't able to get it off quick enough.
I can tell you as a Cassidy main, that was 100% not planned.
You just know. You just happen to know.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Clean shot there.
I don't know about that decision to go in and start punching with 5 health left, but you know.
I mean, you've got to look at what the blue have got banked right now. You know, 4 ultis to work with, and they've only got the Kitsune on the red for the Kiri. So I mean, the blue should have a really solid hold in this next push. We're only a minute, 10 seconds now on the clock.
Right.
It's going to be hard for the red.
But you know what? I think they're able. They just showed that they can make a push. You know, based on the changes that they made. Doomfist going to be going into the back line to see what he can do. He wasn't able to get any kills, but he does look like he's able to escape.
It's just an absurd amount of healing between the Mercy and the Life Weaver.
Red team Soldier going down. High Noon coming out from the Cassidy on the blue team. I don't think he got anybody with the actual High Noon, but he was able to finish up 1 kill.
Do you pull back here as red and try and just regroup, or do you just try and push your luck?
It looks like everyone's alive. Oh, and that's going to be a big ult coming out from the red team. Ramatra pushing in. Going to get walled off by the Mei. That was a beautiful play by the Mei to try to cut off a little bit of that energy coming off of the Ramatra. But he is keeping some people in range, but I don't think he ended up getting anybody with that. Big shield coming down.
Enough to push it over the line, though. 8 seconds.
Yeah, we don't know. And a big Mei ult coming out. Ramatra is going to get trapped inside of it, but the Mei is going to go down because the Soldier ult also came out.
Fantastic.
And they're able to get 3 of the blue team. That was a beautiful Soldier ult that just won them that point.
Oh, clutch timing there. Absolute last second to win that really point back, because the Ramatra was being pushed off. Mei ult was in a brilliant place from Galila. I'm going to say Galila. So great work there from the Soldier.
And honestly, like, Mei ult, I mean, Mei ult is scary. Mei ult can be really scary, especially at the very end of a point like that, very end of the track for the payload. It can be a really scary thing to deal with. Sometimes you just really can't do anything. Big seismic slam coming in from the Doomfist, able to take out one of the healers on the red team, as well as the Bastion being taken out by the Cassidy on the blue team.
I think this new Mei is incredibly strong. The ability to snipe in the backline as well, I think she's got the best of everything.
Another
really. Cassidy
High Noon coming out, able to get the Ramatra right as we got to him.
Whoever the observer is, well done.
Blue team is kind of holding their own here, but they're holding pretty far up. This isn't something that you normally want to see. You want to try to use a little bit of cover, and right now they're just playing right in the face of the red team. And I want to see the red team be able to take advantage of that.
You do have Mei ult though, so it's very good in these close quarters.
Blue team Cassidy is going to go down. And there comes the Mei ult. She is able to, oh my gosh, what an ult from the Mei. And she's able to get multiple
I think Bastion just saved that. I don't know if you clocked it, but that was a triple kill from Azazel. I'm not even gonna try.
No, I was not clocking it because I'm a professional. Cassidy able to get the kill down on the red team Moira as the overtime clocks down, and red team is able to bank 2 points and 33 meters, 33.18 meters. Nick, what do we think about that first push there?
I think they were just on the back foot from the beginning, really. It took them so long just to get out the front gates. That used up so much of their original time, and then they're just constantly playing against time, you know?
Right.
When that happens and you get the early push on, you get such little time to regroup and then make multiple pushes. So you've really got to make those pushes count. You maybe get 1 or 2 before you back in overtime and panic pushing, you know, and going in one by one. So great work from the healers. I think the healers really saved that for the blue team. That Doomfist just had absolute freedom to do whatever they wanted.
Yeah, I think so too. He was constantly in the back line. He didn't get punished for it very often. I mean, a few times he did. A little bit reckless. But, I mean, that's just Doomfist mains in general. You know, they take those risks, and sometimes it works out. And in this case, it really seemed to. I mean, especially a defense Doomfist is something that you love to see whenever it actually works out.
And we got some interesting changes here. So Blue have made some switch off the Life Weaver onto a bit more of I would say an aggressive choice on the Zen here. The Zen can really output damage, and I do think the orb, the Discord orb is really broken in my opinion. I think it's
the Discord orb could do very well, especially it looks like tanks. It does look like the Doomfist is going to be on the blue team again. Going with the Doomfist and seeing what they're able to do, jumping into the backline and kind of seeing Doomfist in his natural habitat here on attack. But it looks like choosing a Bastion on the red team might be the thing that they need. And we're gonna see.
I mean, Bastion is very good for chewing through those big heavy tanks, you know.
Absolutely, Bastion with a Zenyatta. I mean, that's a match made in heaven right there. Not for the blue team, but but for the red team.
Unfortunately, Proclem here on the Mercy is gonna have to put in some overtime here, I think, to keep this Doomfist up.
And look at this. We've got Zens on. Oh no, we don't have Zen on the blue team. You know what a great commentator I am, keeping track of 2 different teams. I know it's really difficult sometimes, but I
like the switch to the Ashe, but I'm not really feeling the impact right now.
No,
but great work from the Doom going in the back line.
Yeah, absolutely.
That enemy Mercy out of the way.
Blue team making quick work of the red team right now, it looks like. I mean, if all of their pushes end up being like this, we might be seeing a pretty quick game. I didn't actually look and see how long this game is, but, you know, I wasn't really paying attention. But you know what? Yeah, honestly, I'd rather not know. I'd rather not know. Because then that
absolutely, it spoils it, right?
Gives me free reign to believe whatever I want until it actually happens.
Yeah, this is going all the way, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I sure hope so. Look at this Doomfist,
extremely quick,
all the way in there.
Point,
yeah, absolutely.
5 minutes to play with it.
Nearly 5 minutes. Oh, Doomfist not quite making that jump. I'm wondering if he was trying to get up there onto the Bastion, but wasn't quite able to get it. Bastion coming out, seeing what he's able to get. Doesn't look like he was able to get much of anything, but the Doomfist is going to go up and try to punish him now that he's not in his turret formation. Looks like he struggled a little bit to get up top there, but he made his way up there. But the Bastion was able to get his turret form back and
really
punish him a little bit.
The Mercy.
Yeah.
Really lovely from the Mercy to keep that Bastion up through the Doomfist meteor.
Cassidy holding on to Deadeye right now, probably looking for an angle, seeing what he can find. But he'd probably be a lot better waiting for his team. Although the big Riptire going to come out from the Junkrat. Wish we could have seen that. You know what? Honestly, let's move it back a little bit. We'll move it back a little bit just to see that. Instant replay, very nice. Look at that. That's what you like to see.
Simple, nothing fancy, but great timing on that one.
Junkrat going in, taking control of the high ground, is able to cap another kill, and then help get. Oh my gosh! And then the shutdown on the Orisa from the blue team Cassidy. Looks like the Orisa might have maybe panic ulted there, you know, trying to get that ultimate out even though they were the last person left. Not something you ever want to see. Not the best decision, but hey, you know what? Sometimes we hit that panic ult button and it just kind of happens. Sometimes you just go a little too early. You know what I mean, Nick? Of course you do.
Absolutely not. I've never been accused of that in my life. Let's move on. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, now the blue team does not have to push it very far.
No, I think this is going to be hard for red.
Although the blue team, Doomfist, dove all the way back there and was punished for it, as well as the Cassidy.
That's somewhat ambitious.
So the red team's actually doing very well at defending right now, but they do have 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, this is just a nice pushback here.
That was a nice placement on the Junkrat trap. And the red team Mercy is able to just get the res right in the middle, but he's going to get trapped again in the exact same way and taken out by the Junkrat once again. Junkrat has Riptire, probably going to be looking for it as the blue team Zenyatta comes out. Oh, look at this. Junkrat's looking for it. He's looking for it. He's going to put down the Riptire, come out the back, and right into the back of the team and going to get 2.
Oh, it's huge. Oh, that's got to be game right there.
With the hello, little bit of finger guns, little bit of pizzazz, and that is the end of the game. Beautiful.
Just very, very bog standard stuff. Nothing crazy fancy, but honestly just played really well.
Here I am wondering how long the game would go, and not long, Nick. Not long.
Yeah, it turns out only a few minutes after we said it was. So.
Hey, I mean, hey, but that was exciting. You know, what an exciting game from the very beginning. We had some big plays from the blue team Doomfist, who, you know what, really surprised me. I mean, he had some mishaps here and there, you know, like near the end there, dove in right after they got that second point and didn't have any follow-up from his team because, I mean, how could they? They can't get all the way back there as quickly as he can, and wasn't able to escape and went down. But you know what, at the beginning of the game, I mean, they started off really strong, the blue team on defense, especially with that Doomfist able to hold their own, being aggressive when he had to, and then being able to dive back and get those heals. And not to mention the Junkrat at the very end, man. And you know what, he knew what he did. He knew exactly. He had that spray down, he had the finger guns, he had everything. That's what you like to see from a play of the game.
That's a Junkrat main right there.
He knew exactly what he was doing. That was wonderful. Nick, do you have any final thoughts?
I want some shout outs to the healers. I think, you know, it's such a common misconception in Overwatch. The healers don't get enough credit, but they really, that first point, particularly for the blue team, they allowed that Doomfist to do whatever he wanted and and as you said, Doomfist is quite a high skill hero to play. Quite often you can dive too far. You can really put yourself in bad positions, and it's up to your healers to bail you out. And I think the first combo, the Lifeweaver Mercy, was fantastic. And then the Mercy kept it going through when they went for a bit more of an aggressive pick with the Zen. And it worked out perfectly for them. They're just shredding the front line.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they just couldn't hold.
Yeah, absolutely. That's... I mean, hey, Zen is
tip
like you
supports.
were saying. Always appreciate your supports. You know what? You know those challenges on Overwatch, like the daily challenge where it's like emote thank you to a support. You know what? Do it anyway, even if it's not a challenge.
Absolutely, every
thank
game.
Your support in the chat every single time. It's support. Thank you for healing me. You're amazing. Lifeweaver, thank you for pulling me out of precarious situations. You know, Mercy, thank you for rezzing me. They are carrying the teams on their back sometimes. Sometimes we see the big plays from Junkrats and Doomfist, but hey, sometimes it's the Mercy in the background that really deserves the recognition.
So hey, to all my support players out there, we see you. We love you. Okay. To all my DPS players out there, fuck.
Don't worry.
We'll cut out.
No, the little duck noises. I like duck noises. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and, to the tanks, you do you, boo.
Hey, and one last thing before we go. If you'd like us to cast your replay, check the description of this video. There's a Google form. You can just put your replay codes in there, give us a brief description and a couple of other pieces of information, and we would love to cast your replay. We're looking for content. Give us your content. You know what? You can think you did really good in the game. You can think you did really bad in the game, and that's fine. But get those replays in there, and we will absolutely cast those for you. But hey, thank you everybody for watching. Until next time, my name is Steej.
My name's Nick.
And we have been the Bronzecasters, and we will see you next time. Have a great day.
See you next week.
Na me taca, na me